principles of management, and the first principle was the division of labor or division of work, where specialization increases efficiency, subdividing tasks, productivity goes up as the person gets to increase his or her ability and the work proceeds smoothly and quickly. The second principle is authority. Authority is defined as the official. The second principle is authority. Authority is the official power to act, and it is the power to direct the work of others. Each worker should be given authority commensurate with the amount of his responsibility in an organization. Then principle number 3 is discipline, whereby each worker and management should maintain proper discipline voluntarily according to their placement. The primary purpose in discipline is to assist employees to behave in a manner that allows them to be self-directed in meeting the organizational goals. This discipline also helps workers develop obedience, diligence, and respect. An employee may be disciplined for not meeting the laid down standards of performance, violating the rules and policies, or insubordination, which is the lack of respect to the authority. Then principle number 4 is the unit of command, and this is basically a one-man boss. An employee should receive orders from one supervisor only, and unity of command is represented by the vertical solid line between the positions on an organizational chart. A dual command is usually a source of conflicts if an employee gets orders from multiple superiors or multiple supervisors. Then principle number 5 is the unity of direction. One person should direct all the activities that support a single objective, and all operations with the same objectives should have one manager and one plan. Then principle number 6 being subordination of personal interests to general interests. This means an individual or a group interest should not supersede those of the organization. And remuneration is the 7th principle of management, whereby proper remuneration, which includes salaries, allowances, and other incentives, to be given to all employees according to their level of performance and responsibility by the management or the employee. This remuneration is important in maintaining the loyalty and support of the workers, whereby they must receive a fair wage for the services they have rendered to the organization. Then principle number 8 is decentralization and centralization. Decentralization is the degree to which decision making is diffused throughout the organization. There are several factors for one to consider when determining the optimal degree of decentralization for an organization. The top management needs to have a positive attitude towards decentralization, and they need competent personnel whom they can delegate the authority to. Even with decentralization, some powers and functions are reserved with the top level authorities, top managers remaining responsible for long-range objectives and goals, broad policies, selection of key executives, and approval of major capital expenditure. Managers also must maintain the responsibility, but should delegate certain authorities to the subordinates under them. Then principle number 1 is known as the chain of command, or the Scalar chain. This means or embraces reporting relationships, where the chain of command is the formal line of authority and communication. A clear and broken line of authority should extend from the highest to the lowest level of an enterprise. This chain of command helps us to ensure an orderly flow of information and supplements the principle of true command. And then principle number 10 is order, where there should be proper policies, rules, procedures, regulations, so as to maintain an orderly situation in an organization. And then we have equity as the principle number 11, where all employees should be treated with equity and justice. For example, the rewards, training opportunities, or promotions should be equitable to all the employees and organization. Then stability and tenure of personnel is the 12th principle, where there should be a prescribed tenure for all employees. Management should work towards obtaining long-term commitment from the staff, and employees should have a sense of security and hope in their jobs. A high turnover increases inefficiency and therefore it should be reduced. And the 13th principle is the initiative. Employees and management should take proper initiation so as to achieve the objectives of the organization. The workers should be allowed to conceive and execute plans in order to develop the capacity to the fullest and feel like an active part of the organization. And the last principle of management is the teamwork. In teamwork, it means that without members of the organization working together as one, they are unlikely to succeed. The group spirit and group morale can be cultivated among the employees and employer the group spirit and group morale can be cultivated among the employees and employer so as to accomplish the objectives. Harmony and unity among members is a great strength in the organization, and a high morale improves teamwork, leading to greater productivity.